when I knew for me that Jesus died for me, I didn't feel like there were rules and regulations. I wanted my life to honor that. And some of you know that and have yet to make that decision. And I think, if we're not going to be able to shake this off in a big way, I feel like we're in trouble. Because here's the thing. Listen. I said Jesus died on a cross, didn't I? But that's not where the unconditional love story ends. Because he rose from the dead. You tell me another God who did that. It's not true. They're all false. Jesus is the only one to rise from the dead. And therefore, fear is rendered useless. You have freedom from fear because Jesus rose from the dead. You have freedom from shame because Jesus rose from the dead, because he died for you, and he rose from the dead. And this word is nothing, because Jesus wants a relationship with you. He doesn't want a soldier rule follower. He wants to be your friend. He wants to be your father. He wants to be your savior. And our generation is crippled by fear. Your high schools and junior highs are crippled by fear. Who is going to step up? Who's going to say, you know what? What you're doing to that person is wrong. The way that you're doing that, how you treat that person is wrong regardless if you're rejected for it. Quit being afraid. I'm so sick of shame. Can I tell you something? I know who God is. God is someone who wants to take shame out of your life forever. Christ rose from the dead after being killed on a cross, brutally beaten, murdered, stabbed, his beard torn out, his hair torn out. They shoved a crown of thick thorns on his head, and they mocked him until he died. And he said that he did it for me and for you. Because what he wanted to say was, listen, your sin is not bigger than me. I'm bigger. And so whatever you've done, you guys, when you accept Christ into your heart, when you commit your life to Christ, it's gone. When you say, Lord, I'm yours, forgive me, shame is gone. And this last one, whether you hear anything at all tonight, I want you to hear this. What you make up about being a Christian is your own story. It's not mine. I know Christ for myself. I know a Christ that when I wake up in the morning and I feel terrible, I feel like I've accomplished nothing. Christ says, you know what? It's not about being perfect. It's not about what everybody seems to make it about. Oh, you're a hypocrite, Jordan, because you're a Christian. You tell people you're a Christian, but you do sinful things. Yeah, hello everybody in here. I'm the number one hypocrite. I love the Lord. I'm a Christian. I'm a pastor, but I still sin because I am a human person. And every day of my life, I strive to live a life of purity. If that's something that holds you back from Christ, are you perfect? I have got to meet you. Because this is a common misconception about Christians, and that was kind of what Jack was saying. Oh, well, they're just hypocrites. Because we sin and we don't want to sin? Okay. I mess up every day of my life, but still every day of my life is committed to being a Christian. And I follow God because I love him, and because he accepts me already because of the cross, not because I follow a list of rules.